just like the foul today against Rashford, which led to the goal. A lot of people will say, oh, Rashford was pushed over. Okay, that's a 50-50 ball. If the ref calls it, good. If the ref doesn't call it, it's over. Keep playing.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. That's a point I wanted to make, and I want to ask. I have this question because
Mhm.
I've been very critical about Rashford and the way he plays. Because for me, that's not a foul. Football is a contact sport, right?
Mhm.
So someone puts a hand on you, it has to go for a duration of time before the ref can actually call it. So now
Exactly.
Rashford decides to go down, and that action leads to a goal because you see in the first half the reason why the Manchester left back of the day was able to defend against Foden is because there was a double team. Rashford goes down on that play. He's not there to help defender, and Foden scores. What do you think about that, especially given the criticism that has been going through against Rashford? And yeah, tell me about Rashford. What do you think about
Um,
his play today?
before leading up to before talking about his play today, Rashford has not been. He's not receptive to feedback. He's not receptive to criticism. Yeah, he's not receptive to it because if you see the way he plays, Rashford is playing like he's been on top of his game all season. He's been so nonchalant, and it's affecting him every day in, day out. Rashford is playing like, back in the days where some of those pros used to come back home on the 30 holidays and they playing maybe the Sante with other guys. They don't want to be touched. They don't want to get back injured and go back to their home to the clubs. That's how Rashford is playing right now. Ever since he had that salary increment, Rashford his game has changed. And today, that foul that led to City's goal, it's not a foul. To me, it's not even a 50-50, it's a 60-40. Yeah, it's not even a 50-50, it's a 60-40. And it's because Rashford is being who he is. Sometimes the refs, they take that into consideration. You can go to
Exactly.
Neymar. So, yeah, sometimes you can foul Neymar, the ref will not blow because Neymar is known as a diver. So he's been doing it, yeah, repeatedly, habitually. He's been doing it. It's become a habit. So, but that particular case wasn't a foul. If you ask me, it wasn't a foul, and it led to a goal. And Rashford was looking at the last few games or the last 10 games. Even Rashford scoring and after he scored, he was looking like he was about 75% of the Rashford we knew when he was on top of his game. So I was like, oh, maybe Rashford is going to use this game to get back to himself. But he just retrieved. He just went back to his former self. So I don't know. I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on with
So
Rashford. There's
If I
something
may
up there.
jump
I
in,
don't know. He needs
if
to
you may
work on
let
it.
me jump in.
yeah, go
Uh,
ahead.
During the game, I was watching the game with my fellow Man U fan, Innocent, and I commented to him right after Rashford scored, and there was a push on him at some point, I think in the 40th minute, and I saw his body language change, and throughout the game, his body language was not the same anymore. So I kept saying to him, watch his body language. And I compared it many times to Nicola Pepe of Arsenal's old team because I saw all the markings of a player who is mentally exhausted, mentally just tired. It's like something needs to happen to Rashford to bring that spark back because
I
he
don't
is
know.
not the Rashford of, even with
Yeah.
the goal today. He did celebrate. You saw the celebration, but in the celebration itself, you almost could see him trying to say something in that celebration. So if I were Ten Hag, I would maybe give him some time on the bench or something. I don't know if it will even help, but
That's not
something
help.
has happened to
Yeah.
Rashford that is not it has just caused this guy's stock to drop so
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
And I feel so bad, so bad.
You see,
The other thing I want to say about this Man U game today, the defense played so deep, so deep. They were laying back. You could see like many times Bruno Fernandes will be chasing the ball. He's all the way up there, and the next line of players behind him would be behind the center line. And Bruno Fernandes is in the box trying to attack the ball and stop Edison from making a pass from behind. And so that was something I noticed. And I think United has a huge issue, which is what Ajab alluded to earlier, where they since Alex Ferguson left, United has not been the same team ever. And it's gonna take a while for them to fix that problem because they have
Yeah.
a really aging team.